bentornati ancora una volta sul nostro fantastico RealPlayers. Tizio di Game Legends ancora una volta con voi e vi raccontiamo oggi un personaggio particolare qui a Gamerome. Parliamo di Denis Dyack, che è qui con me, si presenta.
Hi brother.
Ok. Quindi andiamo a parlare in inglese adesso per chiacchierare con il nostro amico. So Denis,
Yes.
we met 2 days ago.
Yes.
On the press area in Rome. Then you told me something amazing for me. You told me that were 25 years that you dreamed to come to Rome.
Yes.
So I thought about this sentence for all these 2 days.
Yes.
I thought how long it has to be to dream about a trip, to dream about a voyage with your family, your wife that I met with you.
Yes.
Then I want to ask you something about Bloodline today. So how is your life on the game industry? How do you feel when you come back to home from your office and then just relax yourself? So do you play? That's what I want to ask you.
Do I play video games?
Yes.
All the time. Too much. And, but it's part of my life. And it's a funny story about Rome. So a lot of people don't know this, but I have an Italian background.
Yeah, I know.
My grandmother and grandfather were born in Italy. My grandfather is from Bruzzese, and my grandmother was from Castellpignana,
Okay.
which is the 2.5 hours south of Rome. And during Legacy of Kain, my family came to Italy, and I was supposed to come, and I had to cancel because of work. During Eternal Darkenss, we had 2 trips planned to Rome with my family, and once again, they were canceled. I canceled because of work.
So bad.
Yeah, and so they went, they told me how beautiful it was and how I missed everything, and so, and my Italian side, I love, so my mother every Sunday makes a big Italian dinner for the whole family every Sunday.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and all the time my family come back and they talk about Italy, and so what happened recently is I was at a Gamescom.
Yeah.
And I was with some friends in the industry, and we went to a European Union discussion on how to build the games industry in Europe, and that's where Marco was talking.
Yeah.
And he started talking about the things that he was doing in Gamerome. I gave him my card. I said, hey, it was really great to meet you, and he goes, please will you come to Rome?
Yeah.
And then when I told Joanne this, so we had a vacation planned for Hawaii during this time.
Oh.
We canceled the trip to Hawaii.
Wow.
I said, I'm not going to skip Rome again. This time we're coming to Rome. And for me personally, I'm a huge history person. So I cannot wait. This conference is really busy, Gamerome, up until this week, but we're staying a week later.
Yep.
Going to the Colosseum, the Sistine Chapel. We're going to go and see as much as we can about Rome while we're here, and I personally can't wait. And you know, it's funny, all my family told me how great the food here was.
Yeah.
You can't describe how good the food here really is.
Thanks.
And, yeah, and things are so different. Like in America, in North America,
Yeah.
the cheeses taste different,
Yes.
the wine tastes different, and you come here, and I can't describe it any other way besides, well, it's so awesome, and I love it here. I wish I could stay a super long time, but we're here for 2 weeks, and so far, even though it's been busy on the trip, I think Rome is a wonderful place, and you can see why it's called the Eternal City.
Yeah.
And it's a cultural center for the world, and oh man, all the people here and all the group that's making video games has such a great potential to utilize all that culture and create something that's unique for the world in video games. So I think it's amazing here.
Okay. So thank you for everything you said. It's amazing for me. And I want to ask you now. You about the speech. You talk other guys to flow. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you thought that the flow is the main thing of the game.
Correct.
So tell us about this flow.
So there are a lot of people out there when they're creating games, they often fall into the trap of saying, I want to make this game fun.
Yeah.
And the problem with saying you want to make a game fun is this: there's no real metrics. There's no foundation in which you can say, is this fun or is it not fun? It becomes a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
But when you're looking, if you want to look for something that's engaging, and you want to look at something that's got a significant amount of research behind, you need to look no further than Professor Zigzag Mahai and the research that he's done on flow. And flow is the research into the perfect aesthetic experience where people don't become bored and where they become really engaged in what they're doing and they lose track of time. And I think if you're looking to create something that is successful as an entertainer, you want to engage and immerse your players. So by looking at engagement and looking at the research into flow, that is a background or a foundation in which you can build from and decide, is this engaging or is it not? And then rather than trying to figure out what fun is, because that's all a matter of opinion, this can all be based upon fact. And are they losing track of time? Are they looking like they're challenged enough or it's too easy? These are things metrics that you can work with rather than saying is this fun or not. And I think when we're looking to create a fundamental foundation or a poetics for the games industry, we need something to build upon. We can't just have words that are too loose. We need something that has a foundation where we can critique it on and say yes or no.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
You have to just think about what you said. It's really hard to me. So, just one last question.
Sure.
Because we have to go. There are other interviews.
I got it.
Okay. You have to go back to your wife. So, just one. Can we say that Gamerome just give us a new way to meet people like me, like the press, like the fan, so to speak, to have new ideas together?
Well, I think Gamerome is a really good example of people coming together, and it's a great opportunity for myself to meet people like you and others that I haven't met before and talk about games, game theory, the future of the video game industry, which is, frankly, when you do these kind of things, this is what's good for the games industry. This is what the game industry needs. And I was so happy to hear what was going on in Rome that I was blown away. And look at some of. Did you see some of the pictures that I posted up on Facebook?
I was just asking you. We saw you playing with Tomonobu.
Yes. So we called last night our first developers conference here.
So
yeah, and so. You look at the meetings that I can have with Itagaki-san and just basically where you can have interaction like that is magic. And so what you have here is magic. And as this grows and as more people hear about it, it's going to get bigger and it's going to get better, and the potential is
endless.
It is endless for the Eternal City. So
that's here that this have to start, I guess.
Yes. This is ground zero. This is the start of everything. Yeah.
So hope to see you again here in Rome for other speeches, for new ideas that you can bring to us.
I would love to.
And then so continue to give us great games as you did today.
Thank you.
So many thanks, my mate. So,
thank you. Thanks for the kind words, and I appreciate it.
Grazie per Dennis e un saluto tutti quanti. Ciao.
Thanks everyone.